Hey everyone, Repose here. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 8 of Double or Nothing. The series where I play Rogue solo, starting from level 1, and unable to use my stash or trade other players. Last episode I pushed this ranger that was reloading. Barely lived after getting hit by an unfortunate fireball in a window. And finally used our cobalt ore to craft some gloves, which turned out to be really good. Please enjoy Season 2, Episode 8 of Double or Nothing. We are back yet again, and with our new cobalt leather gloves, we are looking pretty geared now. Coming in this one at level 12, I believe, and right away we actually get one of the best possible spawns for me, which is this room on the top left of the map. And the reason it's so good is because there's a lot of ore in here. And after crafting those nice cobalt gloves, I'm kind of eager to get some ruby silver and see what kind of luck I can get there. So we spawn in here. The only thing that's a little bit annoying is there's a lot of mobs to kill, but there is a health shrine that's free to grab at the top of the stairs, so it's not too bad. It's just a little bit time consuming. And if you guys didn't know, there's a Dark and Darker wiki. And on the wiki, you can look at all the different map layouts. And it shows you every single, I guess, resource or like notable thing on the map. And you can look through the different maps and you can see where all the ores are, where all the shrines are, the resurrection shrines. Literally everything. And it's like super useful. So if you're ever curious where things are at, or you want to know where the ore is on a specific map, just pull up the wiki, and they usually get updated really fast. I believe last playtest it was already like fully updated within like 1 day or something, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'll have that linked in the description. There's still some things that aren't completely accurate, and I think some things are still like guesswork because they don't have the exact numbers on stuff. But for me, I mean, the maps have always been right, so definitely give that a little view next early access or in the next playtest or whatever we get, if you want to know where stuff is at. So I finished clearing the mobs in here. Gonna loot the chests and then I can get to mining. I was actually thinking about doing like a full like Iron Man series where I can't even loot player gear. I can only buy from vendors or craft gear from mining. And I think that could be pretty fun. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. The only problem is I can't actually get new weapons from mining. I can only buy those from vendors. Which means I'll probably have at best blue weapons. I guess until I get enough candy, I could buy a purple weapon from that. So it's actually not too bad. Or I could get lucky at the Goblin Merchant and get, I believe, up to a legendary. I don't actually know if you can get uniques from the Goblin Merchant, but maybe you can. I don't know. But I think, I mean, that could be a decent series idea. The only problem is I don't know what I would, like, I don't really want to leave, like, good gear on the floor, so maybe I would just, if I killed someone that had a good set, I'd just grab their gear and then give it away on stream or something. Could be a decent idea. But finally we finish mine and get out of that room. That almost half the match is already over just from that one room. So yeah, that took quite a bit of time, but all good. I'll just slide over here, get the speed shrine in the wall. Gotta make sure you grab all these speed shrines. Luckily the lion's head is unlocked for me, but I was getting literally no loot ever from these lion heads in the default dungeon. I stopped even using my lockpicks on them because it just didn't feel worth it. Maybe in like High Ruler it's worth it, or if you go down to Hell in the normal dungeon it's worth it, but yeah, I crouch out here and then I see this rogue kind of running by. And then he's pushing this other team, so I'm trying to flank him, but kind of trapped between me and some skeletons right now. So he's in a bad spot. He jumps down and then the skeleton steals my kill there. Unlucky. I kind of wanted that one, but all good. And then I hear that team he was chasing buffing up in the other room, so I'm just gonna loot this guy real fast. It's got a little bit of candy for me. Nothing too crazy. But since that team is already buffed up, I don't really feel like pushing them, so I'm gonna do a little mini rotation here through the library. I think they shot a little arrow at me there, but probably just ignore those guys for now. I'm just gonna come through here and kind of loop around on the map. It's usually never a good idea to fight a team that's already buffed up and they know exactly where you're at if you're solo. Kind of a recipe for disaster. I run through this room. These annoying archer skeletons shooting at me. I think I saw a guy at the end of the hallway there. I gotta keep that in mind. And I hear them kind of get close, so I go invis. Looks like it's a rogue crouching up. Swap my blue protection potion to my hotbar here. And as I showed in the previous episode, you can use potions while invis. I pop it. This guy's headphones are just broken. He didn't hear anything, and he gets stabbed a couple times. Grab his loot here. Even though it's invis, from his perspective, the drinking of the potion is still like full volume, so maybe he thought it was an audio bug, or maybe he just has his audio turned off. I don't know. But normally that would definitely alert someone that like something is wrong when you hear a random protection potion get activated right next to you. All good though. I kind of skip ahead here because nothing was going on. I just go over here because there's some rocks to mine. I get that. And then I'm trying to leave, but there's a team that comes out of nowhere. And they're kind of pushing me here, so I'm a bit scared. Up this red portal just in case, but then I check down here and there's a blue portal for me right there that I can just go ahead and grab. And it wasn't too crazy of a game, only one kill, but I don't want to fight that 3-man, so I just head out. And then I spectate these guys and I noticed there's already another 3-man going down to hell. And it kind of looks like these guys are also about to do the same thing. So we got a pretty rare occurrence here, and I decided to spectate this one because it's not every game that you see a 3v3 down in hell. I'm kind of watching these guys. At first I wasn't sure if they're going to go down. It looks like maybe they're looking for blue portals, but they actually are pretty geared here. I don't end up hovering, I don't think, at this point, but the fighter in this team is really geared, and he had a purple windlass crossbow. And then the barbarian in the other team has a purple sledgehammer. And he was pretty geared as well. So I knew a good battle was coming. So I skipped forward here because they were just killing PvE. And then finally they run into each other down here in hell. We got a crazy battle that's about to go down. This guy pulls out this sniper rifle here. He's looking to go for a shot. He's being really patient. It's kind of smart. He knows he doesn't want to waste it on the bar because it's not like he's going to come in one hit anyway. We're just waiting. Teammate shot him in the back there. He's being a little bit careful. Guy's swinging his hammer like a maniac in there. You gotta watch out for that one. And the archer kills one of his teammates. He finally goes in. Hits the wizard. If that was a headshot, he would have died, but it's a body shot, and then he pushes with the longsword. Meanwhile, the sledgehammer guy's fighting the cleric. This guy gets on the wizard, couple stabs. Takes him down. Next thing you know, it's hammer time. Just demolishes him. And now we got a 1v1 in the doorway. But the cleric's actually playing it pretty smart. He knows that the sledgehammer can't really hit in doorways. But then this guy charges the third hit. It's the downswing headshot with the hammer. Goes for another one. Barely misses. And he is swinging this hammer with a fury. Cleric runs away. He was really, really low, and he decides to just heal. And then this guy just loots everything. The circle is really small, though, so it seems like they're probably going to have to fight here in a minute. And this guy has 3 portals in his room alone. But then the cleric opens the boss room door, and there's one portal next to the boss, which is the Ghost King. And he's got a bit of a tough decision to make here. Does he risk the boss portal, or does he go back and fight for all the loot and the easier portals? He just sends it, he goes to open it. Somehow that misses. He's got the Ghost King aggroed on him, just blasting him. But since it's a default Ghost King, not High Roller, doesn't take too much damage and he gets out. And yeah, it was a pretty wild battle there. But I get out and I finally remember that I got out with some loot. Decent amount of ruby silver in that one. Not too bad. So it wasn't the craziest game, but I hope you guys enjoyed the little 3v3 at the end. We arranged the inventory and we are now level 13. It should only be 1 or 2 more games before High Roller. And thanks for watching.